If you're new here, make sure you boop this new the like button. It's really hard to concentrate when you're holding a gerbil. Good morning, you guys. Welcome to Fins and Whiskers. My name is Shine, and in today's video, I'm going to talk about 10 signs that your gerbil is happy. So one simple way to know if your gerbil is happy is by seeing if they groom out in the open instead of down in their bedding or even in some hides. This is a great way to tell that your gerbil feels comfortable with their space and surroundings. Spending time outside of their burrows is a very risky thing to do for them in the wild, and they usually always need to be on high alert, and they still have this natural instinct in captivity. So if your gerbil is grooming out in the open, that is an amazing sign that they feel safe and they know their space and they don't think that any danger is really going to harm them. So it's a really good improvement and sign to see that your gerbil is happy. Similarly, gerbils might also choose to sleep in the open. And just like grooming above, gerbils might enjoy soaking in the daylight to nap above the bedding. Instead of using that time that they would normally nap in their chambers, they might choose to do so above from time to time. Now, this isn't necessary for you to know that your gerbil is happy, and it doesn't mean if your gerbil is not doing it that they're not happy. Though it doesn't need to happen to indicate that they are happy, it is a rewarding sign to witness that they feel brave enough to even sleep in the open. Gerbils that trust you and know your voice to be a positive sound will look forward and follow your voice from time to time. Sniffing the air with their ears perked forward or just normal is their way of showing that they are interested in you. They might even jump, scratch, or look at the top of the enclosure to get your attention. Now, if this behavior is excessive, it could also mean that they are just too bored with their environment. So just try to observe the situation and see what's really going on. If it's happening constantly, it's because they're bored and you need to provide a little bit more enrichment or more bedding and just different things for them to do. And I have a video on boredom breakers if you want ideas, but it's also a normal thing to experience from time to time and for them to communicate with you because they are social animals. They popcorn. Much like rabbits, binky, or guinea pigs also popcorn, gerbils also jump around randomly, and it's almost like spontaneously in excitement. It's almost uncontrollable when they are that excited, and that's why it's called popcorning, because they pop up like kernels do. They especially do this when their sand bath is newly cleaned. They could also do it because they're happy to see you or a new environment that they're curious enough to trust. They are bonded. When gerbils are in pairs or trios, they can build each other's confidence. Even gerbils who never sway away from being skittish and overly cautious can and will sometimes use their trusty pals to make an otherwise uncertain decision, like sleeping above the bedding. Gerbils need and rely on each other once their clan is established, which contributes to many important factors for them to lead a healthy life. As I talked about in the gerbil behavior video, which you should definitely check out so you can understand your gerbils even more, but they wink, and this is a sign that they are happy. It's their way of expressing that they are grateful and appreciative and basically saying thank you to other gerbils or even you. It's a quick sign of contentment and friendliness, and it's just the cutest thing to see. My heart just lights up every single time they do it. They fight their fear. Being a prey animal means that gerbils naturally, if not permanently, are born to be very aware and alert of their surroundings, and they basically have fear ingrained in their genes. In nature, gerbils have at least 2 exits and up to 20 exits, with a central burrow and an even deeper burrow for escaping predators. If your gerbil gets scared by a random noise, movement, or scent, and they choose to stay above their bedding or come back out very quickly, this is an amazing improvement and courageous step for them to take away from their natural instinct. They work hard on their tunnel. Proper enrichment and sufficient bedding allows gerbils to fully utilize their natural instinct and necessary need to burrow and create a tunneling system, as well as chambers within all of the listed. Seeing activity like digging, gathering material, and constant renovating is the best and most secure sign that they are happy. They are eating and drinking normally. Now this sounds like a given, but eating and drinking properly is always a good signal of being healthy, which is the largest portion needed to contribute to their well-being. A well-balanced and healthy food mix, as well as proportioning it correctly, is a very important aspect to help them feel happy. Now I do have a video on a food mix, and I do talk about other food mixes that you can get commercially and what I think about them, and just all about gerbil diet in this video that I'll link above, and you should definitely check that out if you want to know. I also have videos on just their diet and not the food mix, so including treats and when to give them, things like that. Gerbil care has kind of been smushed with hamsters commercially, and no food out there is really marketed towards them like they should be, and so it's very important that we get this information out there that there really isn't a great food mix that we still need for them to have, because they have less need of protein and more fiber needs. So I have calculated and made a safe, guaranteed analysis for gerbils with these seeds, and I provided all of the portions that you need for them to have, and some alternatives in that video, as well as some seeds are hard for people to find, so that is also included in that latest video. So be sure to check that out. And lastly, they do not show signs of boredom. Gerbils may excessively jump, scratch, or chew their enclosure when they are unhappy or bored or even stressed. Including a proper space, enrichment, and a deep bedding of at least 8 inches can prevent this behavior. Now this sign for attention doesn't always warrant a stress or boredom factor, but excessive and simultaneous activity of these can warn you that you need to change some things or add some things, as they basically need more to be content. But that is basically it for this video. Oh, Beanie wants to run away with his treat, her treat. Still getting used to the fact that they are girls, and I keep changing their gender, but they don't know. But that is it. Let me know what you guys want to see in the comments below, and if you have any of your own signals to know when your gerbils are happy, and I'll see you guys next time.